To make our desiccant tray, we're only going to need a few parts. We need to start with this 50-liter easy storage dry box. You can get them from Walmart or Home Depot. I picked up mine at Home Depot. You need a piece of plexi. This is 3 millimeter thick plexi. 4 corner pieces that will print. Some M3 nuts and screws. And a piece of drywall corner bead. Mine happens to be metal because that's what I had, but you can also pick up plastic corner bead. It has the advantage that you can probably cut plastic corner bead with a good pair of home scissors. If you're going to be picking up metal corner bead, you're probably going to need a pair of tin snips. So if you look inside our utility box, you'll notice that it has these features here, these little pieces of plastic that are sticking up. We need this rim. This is actually where our desiccant tray is going to sit. So in order to make the desiccant tray as long as possible, we have to take these features off. So I just use a pair of pliers, grab it really well with the pliers. Sorry about that. Grab it with the pliers and just break it right off. Now, as you can see, cleaning out these features doesn't have to be a perfect job. But the cleaner you can get these, the flatter you can get these features when you pull them apart, pull them off, the better, because it'll allow the desiccant tray to sit that much flatter. There will be a little bit of play in the desiccant tray, so having a little bit of the feature still there isn't really going to affect us. In our next step, we're going to want to cut our plexiglass to size, and we're going to want it to be 15 3/4 by a little bit less than 13 1/8, or in millimeters, that's 400 millimeters by 332 millimeters. Now, if you've never cut plexiglass before, it's not easy, it's not difficult, but you've got to do it correctly. If you don't, you'll shatter it. So if you can, I would recommend going to your local hardware store and having them cut to size for you. So I know it's a little hard to see, but we've got our plexiglass cut to size. And the next step is going to be to cut our corner bead. So when we cut the corner bead, we take a look at the corners that we're going to print on our 3D printer. You can see that they've got a little ledge here. So the corner bead only has to go up to where this ledge is. It doesn't go entirely all the way. So in other words, the corner bead is a little bit shorter than the actual sides. In fact, the corner bead is 1.5 inches shorter than either side. So if we take 1.5 inches off of our size dimensions, we end up needing 2 pieces of corner bead at 14.5 inches and another 2 at 11.5, or if you prefer metric, 2 pieces at 368 millimeters. Yes, that is an 8. Sorry about that. And 2 pieces at 292 millimeters. So just to give you an idea, I've cut my plexiglass, I've put my corners on, and I put 1 piece of my corner bead on, and as you can see, the corner bead goes right to where the detent is, to where the little indent is on these corner beads, and it fits very nicely. Now, the next step that we're going to go through is to actually cut holes in the plexiglass so that we can screw the corners in, and that'll be the last step. So how do we go about doing that? The easiest way is to turn your corner beads, your corner pieces upside down, put them in each corner, and use I happen to use a Sharpie, but you can use anything that'll make a mark, and make a mark in that hole. So I know it's a little hard to see, but I've got each of my 4 corners marked with a dot. And now I'm simply going to drill that out. Now you can use, I'm going to be using a 5 30-seconds bit. You can use a 9/64, that'll work just as well. I don't happen to have one, so I'll be using 5 30-seconds to drill my holes. So we're nearly done. I just wanted to show you what the assembly looked like before I finished screwing it together. As you can see, we've got our corners all assembled. We've got our corner bead in place, and it looks very much like a tray now. To finish, the final step is you'll need 4 M3 by 12 screws, a washer, and a nut, and we're going to place those in each corner. And as you can see from this corner here, let me just zoom in, this corner here, for the screw, I've got the head of the screw on the bottom, so that I'll be putting the washer and the nut on the same side as the desiccant. So let me perform that last step, and then I'll show you what it looks like. As a wise man once said, alrighty then. So we've got our desiccant tray all assembled. Let's try it out. Look at that. Fits very nicely. Nice and snug. Now this tray, I normally put 1 pound of desiccant in this tray. It will hold more. I haven't tried it, but it looks like it can easily hold 2 pounds of desiccant. With the lid on, I find that a pound of desiccant lasts me about 6 weeks in between drying. And in those 6 weeks, my dry box stays at about 10% humidity. So there you have it. The fully assembled dry box. We've got the desiccant tray in there. I don't have any desiccant, otherwise I'd pour it in and show you. But we've got the fully assembled dry box. Lids go right on, they snap right on, which is very nice. If I could snap it on, that would be great. There we go. And that's it for today. If you like this video, please let me know in the comments. Thank you.